that's also a reason why they could have picked the Bat, because like that 4D chest, they're like, oh, what if they pick Sven? Bat Rider's great for Sven in the laning phase.
TNC's turn to...
The Visage, for what I imagine will be Abed in the middle lane. I mean, he is a bit of a micro madman, as we know with the Meepo, so why not the Visage?
I just saw this by what, EG? EG yesterday played some core Visage, and they did some like Medallion Dominator build. That's apparently the new thing. Okay, that's...
5 seconds.
What, Raven, what's he gonna go?
Do they do safe lane Visage and mid PL or something, or do they do mid Visage? Because I've seen it... I think I've seen people running it in both.
Doesn't mid Visage do sort of alright against Tinker? With the cloak and such? Or is
pure damage laser?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, you're right.
But
still gonna hit through.
I don't know which one they're gonna do, to be honest. I'm gonna leave it.
What does Raven take in a situation like this? He said that the Bat Rider lane's a problem. Of course they can try and maybe dodge it, but then you got Bat versus Brew, and you don't really want to leave that as the 1v1. I think TNC
do they just take something like Luna? Do they just take like some pushing?
Still, the Universe Bat is definitely going to be a problem.
Big problem, yeah.
It really is. Raven, what's he going to do? He goes for the Jug. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, versus the Bat.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right. That one was kind of obvious. Pretty disappointed in ourselves.
Oh, we mentioned it earlier.
You mentioned it earlier.
I said the Jug earlier. You know, I thought
after the Bat makes a little more sense.
I thought it didn't need mentioning again because I thought you guys at home would remember that I said it. So Jug, the final pick.
Oh God.
As we said, if he gets the Battle Fury in such a way to cleave through the illusions,
and it's a great matchup.
Fury,
yeah. So it is the safe lane, right? Yeah, safe lane Visage. Okay, good.
Okay.
Got that one right.
All right. So M Visage, Arbed. Okay, I was expecting the other way around, but yeah, Arbed PL. Wow. So game 3. Time for predictions, Giannis. What do we reckon out of this one? I think...
I don't know what to expect with the Visage. He can scout for the Tinker and stuff with his birds, but... Man, I saw this Visage crush in the last couple times I've seen it, but...
I think they have methods to deal with the Visage. I'm going to have to go with TNC. I just think it's going to be a bit of an easier game for them to execute.
We're biased, huh? I'm also... I'm
do I keep going for TNC?
I think we went for TNC.
Oh, we went for TNC last... Well, they won one of the... Yes, we were right. We were right 50% of the time.
I did like TNCs. I like the Night Stalker Disruptor versus Bat Rider. Bat Rider's vision gets limited quite heavily, and yeah, I think this Tinker Jug Brewmaster core is just a little bit stronger than the PL Visage Bat Rider core to me.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some incredible micro from Internal Envy with his Visage. I'm looking forward to me Visage.
I'm looking forward to the Visage and Universe on Bat. That's one of Uni's signature heroes that he's always been very dominant on. And the last game he was on Enigma, one of us also signature heroes, and he definitely used it to that advantage. Right now we've got some lag going on, it does seem.
Again, they're dropping the HBD. Did we work out what that meant? We don't know. I'm sure someone in chat knows. Maybe
someone probably said it earlier.
Sure, some sort of SEA term, maybe, I don't know, between these two teams. But have we got the pause? We've just got a short pause at the moment, ladies and gentlemen.
TNC's got so I was looking at their draft. They've got no stun for the PL, but they do have the control from Cuckoo. I think he's going to have to pull a lot of weight. This PL could be a bit of a problem. They've got catch though. But yeah, very, very little stun and disable to stop TPs. They've got the Void from Night Stalker, they've got the Glimpse from Disruptor, and they've got the ulti from Brewmaster to stop TPs.
And they're talking about ice cream at the moment.
Are they?
Someone told someone to order triple chocolate. And then Arbed just says salmon. I don't know. It's these lads. They always have some crazy banter that's above the charts that I can.
And let's go game 3.
Here we have it. So game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Fnatic versus TNC. The winner of this going straight to the grand finals of the regional qualifiers here for the Season 9 Corsair Dream League Southeast Asian region. I'm OD Pixar. I'm here at Fogged, and we're ready to see what goes down. Jackie Mao Visage. Let's see how it happens. He's on the safe lane. What's going to go on? Let's have a look.
I don't know, man. The Visage. I don't know. I don't know. People are the Dominator build to make the hero become more of a thing, but I mean, we will see. We'll see what it can do.
So, I mean, as you said, what EG did it the other day. Can you remember what they did that made it work so well?
Well, that game was a absolute stomp. So that was a game where Sumail played Enigma mid, and he had like 30 denies or something, or 25 denies versus an OD. And Fear was bottom as Visage, and he just completely free farmed the game, went Medallion Dominator, and yeah. I think they won before he even got the Dominator, to be honest, but... Let's do it. See what Envy can bust out here. Envy and Pi together.
And yeah, the Sam H Brew. We'll see how much you can get done on this bottom lane.
Yeah, that's the one thing is Visage, right? Like, you're a little bit, you're ranged at least, so you can sit back from the haze a little, but you're still going to get affected by it quite heavily. Raven sees an aggro dual lane at the moment. He's getting stacked up with stickies, but he's a jug. They're trying to pull this wave.
He's getting a good amount of stacks on him.
Yeah, and they got the wave. Disruptor going to start mid with Tinker. Tim's waiting to see what information he gets first too, so they're just going to push Abed off the lane because it's on Armel's high ground. Look at that. That's... They're just going to look at each other. Look at this. I like how we get the same experience as they do.
Yeah, they're having fun with this on these two teams. Winner. What's Abed's plan here? At bottom lane, Sam H and Pi. Fighting up with one another.
Yeah, Ether Shock plus Shadow Shaman right clicks quite nice. Only 2 armor on Brew.
And they really are just making sure that Abed gets nothing mid.
Yeah. They're focusing heavily on the PL because they're probably in the same position that we are, where we're like, what Visage, right? Like Sam H.
Well, they got the slow on him. He's still able to taunt his way out of that.
Gets his level 2, gets the Brawler. And we do see Cuckoo, of course, go back top to try to deal with DJ. For mid lane, though, look at that. They really, they just shut down the PL and get Armel online. That's the goal.
Top lane DJ, trying to get a bit of a look in onto the pull that's being made. Yeah, Abed. Lots of pressure mid. As he is still yet to hit a creep. Abed with that 3-man mid that TNC started off with.
Oh wow, yeah, he is really 0-0, huh? And he's got Doppel skills. He's have to use the salve.
Oh.
He dodges the missile though with the Doppel.
Well, it could have been close to very sort of feeling bad territory for the PL.
Yeah. Continuing that pressure on bottom.
Oh, and that rune's not going to go your way. Denies the rune of Abed. Oh, damn it. Yeah, he's going to get CS. Oh, no.
Oh, gets laser.
Oh.
He gets charged.
Oh, I thought he was going to get one then.
Oh, he got one. There we go. He's on the board.
He's got the CS, increasing his CS by an infinite percent now. Oh, bottom lane, again. Creating the space for MV. MV CS. 7 for 5 at the moment. I mean, Sam H is doing a little bit at causing issues for the Visage down bottom.
Yeah, with the once nighttime kicks in, then they're going to start to be able to actually pressure this and make Pi's life a bit more miserable. As this Shaman, if he steps up too far, he's at risk of dying. So top DJ and Universe, they did block the pull camp, and the warding was actually off the mark. So ideally, he wanted to be able to pull the lane back a bit and not just split experience with his jug. But yeah, not able to find that sneaky ward. And we will see Tim's stacking Ancients. Abed mid, dropping quite low, but also Armel.
And just fighting up with one another. Armel.
They're really pushing their limits. But as you've been saying, Armel 16 and 7 last hits.
Oh, that's the power of sending 3 heroes against the PL mid.
Yeah.
Really shutting down Abed on those first few waves. So with this in mind, that Tinker is going to get good item timings up top. Making an attempt onto Raven. Raven does have the Blade Fury though. They'll look towards DJ. DJ in a lot of trouble.
The juke.
Can he get out?
The salve.
They're trying to chase. They're trying to run. Raven gets the healing ward up. Immediately taken down by Universe. And DJ will survive there. Universe able to help keep Raven away from chasing for that kill.
The half second of his salve right there. Allow him to survive, and now Universe salves him up as well. And we do see the double Mango build, of course, on this Bat Rider, so he can abuse that mana pool. Raven has no spin for a bit, but he should be fine. 16 stick charges, and DJ will secure 2 runes at bottom. Like we said, that nighttime. Pi with a quick TP.
Mid lane. Abed did manage to get at least a bit of a wave to himself there as Armel left the lane.
He's got 10 last hits, though. Oh, all right.
Armel's back now.
He's back to 23-10. Oh, it's a little bit grim. Armel's going the 2-1 build, and then of course he's going to hold skill points when March top. Stun comes out. Raven. Still quite okay. And he's farming. He's 17-1,
yep.
Similar to the Visage, but Visage has 12 denies. And also the Shadow Shaman has 7. So it will be that Dominator first item on Envy. As we were talking about, it's either the Medallion or Dominator for Visage. And bottom, they are looking to get kind of aggressive here with the Night Stalker, with that nighttime. Since I think Tim's he's trying to go phase boot rush, he's got just Blades of Attack, but
see what they can get out of this.
they know that Cuckoo's here.
Yeah, ping's coming out the side from Fnatic. They know to play careful. They see indeed. They saw Cuckoo just come in range of that ward earlier. He's now standing outside of it.
Yeah, they're just leaving the Jug in a 1v1.
Envy moving forward may catch wind of them here as they do head into the jungle. Envy and Pi are going to be turned towards. Yep, straight away. They're looking for the backup, and DJ is there with it. They have the shackles. DJ closing the gap.
The stun?
The stun. Onto 2. Sam H falling low. He gets up with a clap though, so TNC will get first blood. And Sam H, he's going to make it away. They can't bring down Sam H in return as TNC get away with that play.
Envy was 4 mana short, or 3 mana short of the Soul Assumption to get the kill there.
Very close indeed.
Abed continuing to just get bullied though, and Armel's got a regen rune as well.
34 for 15 against the 14 for 0 of Abed.
And they got the, they got the first blood as well, and they didn't end up losing anybody. So they're going to continue their aggression. They've got the nighttime. Tim's with phase boots. He's looking to punish mid.
They've got to keep this BL alive. They'll find DJ instead.
With an invis on Tim's.
Straight away onto DJ. He's got the Sandstorm. They don't actually have detection between the two of them, so DJ will find now their turn with the Burrow Stroke. Armel is rotating across. He's hunting down DJ. Will find him with the rocket. Armel takes one, starts to get the March of the Machines down, but Fnatic, they're going to look to try and chase this and make it a 2-for-1 engagement. Armel still will be fine. Just managed to get himself away. They didn't quite have enough mana on Pylon Die for further lockdown, so...
Yeah, Envy's TP was quite long as well. He wanted to get in there, but now he's, left the bottom lane a bit. He's going to make the long trek back.
I should get the kinetic field onto Abed. Shackles from Pi are there, but they'll glimpse Pylon Die away and back off the Tinker.
And they even fill the bottom mid for Armel. They're just really trying to make this Tinker have the best game possible. Bottom lane, casual stun, DJ having a run. He's got no Sandstorm now.
And he's already used the Burrow Strike.
He is looking
4 seconds in his back up.
dead here.
He might make it out.
One more void.
He
gets the stun.
Tim's is going to look
Tim's wants him.
And he's got it. Tim's will get the kill. Envy trying to turn back with the Soul Assumption. Not going to be enough. Infused raindrops there as well. Keeping Tim's very much safe. TNC getting away with the kill.
Universe is quite large on this bat run.
He is.
I think he cleared some stacks or something because the jungle's double cleared out.
He is, as you say, having definitely the best time on the map out of the cause of Fnatic, no doubt about that. As that is his drums complete pre-8 minutes. It's a very tanky bat rider. He's certainly got to do a lot of moves with it though.
He might be able to hear mid. Pi gets the grab. Oh, Armel looking quite dead.
They don't even need to use the lasso as such as they just run him down underneath the Firefly. Armel gets taken out. Universe with those moves, just helping out the team get these crucial kills on the lanes where Fnatic are suffering.
Yeah, and now it's daytime, so that momentum that Tim's had going is going to slow down. Still, 1k advantage for TNC, but quite a close game because of how farmed this Batrider is. And I want to see what this, what we can see from the Visage. He's going to have Dominator finish. He's got his birds now too. So let's see what pressure he can put with a lasso, with birds, with a Dominator creep. They can put a lot of pressure on any sides of the map without even having the Visage really there.
There we go, starting to push him. Universe is looking for that wraparound, but he's been spotted out by Tims. Immediately holding him back. They still get the Hex though. There's TP's through. Blade Fury straight up as Raven does also have that Omni Slash available if he finds a target. The Primal Split already came out. They're chasing down Pylon Die. He's going to be the one left behind as he gets chucked up in the air by Sam. He's surrounded. And TNC will take the Shaman.
Defensive lasso being used there by Universe so they don't get chased out more. Cuckoo was trying to get in for a glimpse, however, this Disruptor does not have boots. I think his boots are on the courier though now. Yeah, they are. And Abed has been giving time to recover. 23 last hits now to 61 of Tinker. It's something though, it's something.
Well, he's going to have to, as you say, play sort of the long recovery game. after suffering at the start.
He just commits onto Cuckoo here.
He's going in, he's moving in with the doppelganger. He wants the kill. With the illusions chasing it down, he is going to get the kill. Abed dives in, takes one. He looks to play around with Tims. But at the same time, he is diving towers. I mean, the aggression's certainly paying off. He's getting away with quite a lot. Takes a second infused range drop charge off Tims. Bottom lane, Fnatic moving in with the push. Universe, Pi, and Envy.
Bots are finished on Armel, so he's going to stop these pushes. 10 minutes. Bots, wand, null, bottle. Top. Sam H could be in trouble here. There is an epicenter available.
Closing the gap. No lasso for 20 seconds, but as you say, with the Burrow Strike and the epi, more than enough damage to finish off the brew.
Yeah.
Fnatic keeping things even on the map now. 4 for 4. Mid lane. Oh! Trying to jump forward there with the Omni Slash, but not getting onto the real PL. Abed able to keep his distance and stay safe.
Yeah, that doppel. 120 seconds, no Omni now. TNC. They've lost their slight advantage.
And off for Tims here with the Visage Birds as well from Envy. Tims is just dead. Woo. The Familiars absolutely shredding through that Night Stalker.
And they've got Tornado down too. They're being annoying with it. That Wildling Ripper. But Armel continuing to just push them off this tower here, which is the important thing.
Yeah, be getting quite low in that regards to the might spam. Fnatic.
They're looking to make a move here with their smoke. They don't want to run into Raven. They want to try to catch the Tinker when he goes back toward mid, probably. DJ, he might run into Tims here. Tims will scout out. At least that part of the smoke, but they don't know that the Bat Rider is smoked as well. They can probably assume it though, since he's not showing top. Pi trying to get his level 6 bottom. Does get it. That Envy went to the jungle to give him the lane. And Abed is hitting the mid tower a bit. Did seem like Armel was a bit afraid to TP in. He has TP'd in now, and the Bat Rider has the flank.
That's the kill that they want. Straight in, catching Armel from the high ground. They swoop across the tree line, Burrow Strike through, and they take the kill. Abed falls very low.
Gets up on the high ground though.
Goes for the TP out and will escape.
The successful smoke.
Universe.
They planned that for a while.
Is making the moves that they need, and he's going to be very close to having that Blink Dagger gold off the back of that.
Yeah, 200. And bottom, Sam H getting controlled.
He's got 1 charges and the ult. There we go. He'll pop him. He'll turn.
Pi lost vision there for a second.
He's seeing if he can bring down Pilot. He's going to try his best. Meanwhile, Tims actually is able to chase down Abed and bring down the PL. Still down bottom. They're looking for that Shadow Shaman kill. Pilot pops the 1 charges. Will survive. DJ's actually there with a wraparound. He can look to punish Sam H after this primal split wears off. Armel TP's in, but he also is now in trouble as they're fireflying forward. The mass TP coming through from the side of TNC. But the stun comes out, holds them in place. Double kill for Universe. He's still alive for now. They've got the vision upon him, but he flame breaks back Tims. Tims is out of mana. Universe will survive for now. Tims pops the 1 charges, but the familiar chase down from EE is there. One more right click will do it. Oh, they got it. Envy gets the double kill as Fnatic just roll over TNC in that bottom lane as this combination of the Bat Rider, the Familiars just chasing down TNC and taking them 1 by 1. A bit of a mistake from Armel there to TP in and try and defend that.
Yeah.
Universe Bat Rider, as you said, don't underestimate it at the start. We're seeing it now. He's 4-0-3, Blink drums, 13 minutes in. He's having a fantastic game.
Yeah, and he was versus a Juggernaut. They've really abused the lane, though, with DJ. And Raven has used spin now top. Universe trying to commit. He's got the lasso at the ready, pulling him into DJ. DJ readying the epi, and
bam! They've got it. Burrow Strike follow up. You've got to keep your eyes on this Universe Bat.
He's everywhere. Honestly, just punishing every single movement on the map.
And that's the money for DJ's own Blink Dagger as well.
Already.
So double blinks on their big initiators. Fnatic are starting to bring the pace up.
Yeah, that's really something there.
And Abed, he's recovering, he's getting there. He's 1k behind Armel still, but that gap will be closed at this sort of pace of the game.
Definitely. And Envy's gone for a Midas too, so gone for the kind of greed mode since he's probably feeling the pace. DJ's having a great time. Universe is killing it as well. TNC. Already 4k behind here.
Tims is hunting.
Yeah,
Tims night time, but he's out on his own at the moment.
Tims has got boosted up a bit because of that solo kill he got on the PL in the jungle when he was just trying to heal. And Abed will be going for the defusal. And look at Pi's positioning, sitting behind the tower waiting for the Tinker to come in. And they will claim it. Armel really needs that Blink Dagger to really be able to defend those towers now. He's terrified of this Batrider. Cuckoo.
Yeah, they get the vision. They'll be able to drag back the Sand King into the Static Storm. Raven's there as well with the Blade Fury, and that will be a dead Sand King. TNC able to get a kill for Raven. Resummon the familiars by Envy as he makes sure to not feed them to TNC there. But Abed space down, but actually changing up the build, Fox. He's going for the Battle Fury instead.
They're going for greed mode.
Midas, as you say, on the Visage. Battle Fury to be the item that at the moment Abed has queued up on the PL.
Yeah.
Top lane, these familiars, they're doing work. Constantly pushing down these lanes. 15 minutes in, they've taken all 3 tier 1 towers.
And yeah, look, they're all porting out of top 2, and this was a smoke committed by TNC. They're really looking to gain something. Universe in the tree line. He's got to blink up in 3. Tims.
Can they catch him?
Whoop.
Oh, Uni. Oh, instantly with a Thunder Strike. Omni slash forward. They will catch Universe. As you say, hanging around a little too long on the sidelines. I didn't quite expect that smoke to come searching right up in the trees for the bat. Meanwhile, bottom lane,
the kill, though.
they've got the Hex, the Shackles. That's Armel down. Tims is going to turn up, but DJ's there with the Epicenter, ready to jump across if needed. The March of the Machines does stop his blink. Yeah. So he can't actually get in at the end of the day.
But Armel, again, getting picked up for the 4th time in this game, and this time it wasn't even with the Batrider. It just looked like Pi was able to close the gap on him. Armel really struggling.
And this is after he was given such a fantastic start. And this is what we're talking about. Now look at the difference between Armel and Abed. There isn't much at all.
Yeah,
Abed is
pretty much there.
Fully recovered after being heavily focused in the mid lane at the start. Fnatic 12-7 and a 4K lead.
And Universe not stopping. He's got Lasso at the ready.
They'll close the gap. Burrow Strike into the Lasso. No chance for a primal split from Sam.
They're just not slowing down.
They're Fnatic, honestly, Universe is just, he's going ham this game.
He really is.
He really is going ham.
He was like, just don't pick me Axe. I got this. Give me Batrider. Give me Enigma. This is my jam.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I'll see what the plan is for TNC. Raven still farming well. But Envy, of course, with that Midas.
Yeah, he's soaring above.
At the top.
Yeah, he's got the drum now, too. He's going back from the medallion. He's going all these little items.
They'll come down at TNC, get a ward down, but Fnatic already retreating from this area of the map.
Yep. Armel really needs his blink so he can keep pushing out those lanes a bit safer. But yeah, Fnatic, they've been relentless on hunting him. And look at this. Instantly they're running top, but Armel will TP back, and that should be his blink finished up as long as he doesn't get some bad RNG on the range creeps, and he gets both.
And Envy with his build, the helm, the Midas, the drums, and now back for the Aghanim.
Yeah, definitely needs Ags. And they're going in the roast pit. They don't have the medallion being used right now, though. Envy's got it in his backpack.
Envy?
Still in his backpack.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Who needs medallion anyway?
He's focused on other things.
He is, but TNC are coming across.
Yeah.
Can they try and take this fight? Time is getting low. Can they get the jump in? Roshan falling immediately, but the Aegis is already picked up by Abed. Static Storm will get laid down. They have the Lasso. Controlling Jug, dragging Raven up to the high ground. Envy getting focused by the Primal Split. Envy gets the slow off, trying to get himself out. Turns with the Solar Subject towards the Night Seeker. Night Stalker, but the jumps there from Raven. Comes in with the Omni Slash, cuts down the Visage. They've got the kinetic field down. Raven trying to man fight up. Has the Blade Fury. Abed getting brought very low, but the Epicenter jump in from DJ. Moves in onto Sam H. They've taken 2 for 2 at the moment as they pop the Aegis. Abed is going to be back for round 2. See if they can get it. Sam H will fall. Still, Fnatic taking the team fight there. TNC just unable to get that jump in time. They were so close to being able to get into the Roche just before that Aegis was picked up and taken, but they couldn't quite make it. As Fnatic keep hold of this lead.
Not too bad though, right? They got the Aegis. They killed Envy. They got some much needed golden experience to bring them back. But yeah, Abed has Battle Fury finished, and Kuka walks right into him.
And that will maybe, unless
the kinetic actually caught the real PL. Unfortunate.
Doppelganger not favoring Abed there with the RNG.
And Universe still continues to just dominate these fights. Going to be having a BKB at such an early time this game. Going to be able to just really jump in every single time versus this tanker and isolate him.
It really is looking quite tricky here for TNC, but Raven is still, he's up there in the net worth. He's farming a tree on the Juggernaut.
He's almost got the Battle Fury. He does have it finished. And with the Yasha too. So he's still keeping up the pace with Envy, and he's still high level as well. 6k gold advantage though. The Sanking is so farmed. DJ ahead of Sam H on net worth.
Yeah, it is the fact that the playmakers are doing so much work for Fnatic.
Yeah.
DJ and Universe just absolutely going off this game.
Yeah.
And it's making the map very scary for TNC to come out on.
And they're not looking to stop. Even when it's nighttime, they don't care. They're still looking for these pickoffs.
Let's see if they can find anything. Raven, he's got Omni Slash backup. So if anyone comes over there, they would certainly get a kill. But as you can see with Fnatic's movement.
Look at Armel. TP's in. Oh, the smoke gets revealed. Armel, he's trying to get the hell out. The bat's on the high ground.
Universe was hunting in the tree line. But indeed, that blinked down to the river. It's keeping Armel safe there.
That was scary for a second. Shadow Shaman was standing right on top of him. And now they'll go meet Envy top and try to take that tier 2 since Armel's not ready to position himself there. And Visage can always scout out those tree lines, as you see Envy doing.
Very nice there. Looking for the vision, making sure that they have no chance of Armel closing the gap on the Tinker and setting up with the March spam. With those familiars. That will be a free tier 2 tower for Fnatic. Bottom lane, TNC. They are looking for the trade, but the fortification comes out and TNC already backing away. They know that the push is going to come in. He's trying to get in straight away. Tims goes in with the silence, holding back the Shaman for now. Jump forward from Samich with the primal split. Looking to focus down Pylai Die. They've got the Static Storm as well, controlling Envy. They're going to have to take him down off the split, and they will. Blade Fury surrounds him, and TNC will take both. Double kill for Sam. The perfect defense. You saw Pi just sort of waltz up, hoping to place the wards, maybe getting a little greedy upon that one. And Familiars, Envy, there's the micro.
He's going to lose at least one.
Yeah, that's plus 100 gold.
They might be able to get the second one too. But yeah, Tim's there. That was with Tim's with confidence. He walked straight into them, didn't care no matter what happened.
Oh, the vision with the kinetic field. Cuckoo.
Yeah, they'll get it. So yeah, Tim's walks in, and Sam H, since he knows that the Shadow Shaman's silenced, he knows he can get the clap into the split, and they do the full combo there. Perfectly executed.
Yeah, very nice initiation from the Brew.
This time he was actually able to, actually throw something in the air that was proper. Because I think in the last one around the Roche pit, he threw up like an illusion or something because there was so much chaos in the fights. But that time, of course, it was very, very easy and clear cut.
And this is going to be a really exciting matchup to see the whole Abed versus Raven. Both
Abed versus Raven,
pretty much neck and neck in farm.
Yeah, and what can Visage do? Can he stay matched up versus all this? When he gets that Aghanims, when he gets online, how does this hero transition to the later stages of the game?
I mean, as we're seeing, if they can get on top of Envy with the Static Storm, they can definitely still, kill him. He's got to be careful with his positioning. But when he is careful, he does dish out an insane amount of damage with those Familiars and Soul Assumptions.
They've got good ways to break the Gravekeepers, though, as you see there with the spin plus, what is it, Static Storm?
Yeah, lots of
once it starts to build up, it does, the instant damage. Of course, it's like that 50 minimum, but they have that damage from those spells. Diffusal was finished on Abed, and the next item of choice is that BKB. Really needs BKB versus Disruptor. You get caught in a storm, you're in a heap of trouble. Primal split at the ready in 5. TNC positioning themselves for a smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They might not need it though. They're all behind the Tinker anyway.
Easy tower for Armel.
Secured.
Keeping this thing down bottom, shoved in as far as he can.
Both occupying each other's jungles, even with the wards as well. Similar situations on those.
I'll get a bit of damage onto this tier 3.
Yep, there's a little bit. Raven's going to go for the Blink Dagger. And that is Universe's BKB finished up. So who's going to pick up the first gem in this game? Is it going to be TNC or is it going to be Fnatic? We'll see very shortly.
Armel.
Oh, look at Abed up top. They know he's up there too. They saw him for a second with Tim's, but he TP's out.
Regeneration.
And DJ continuing to be just a bit above that Brewmaster in farm. And it is Fnatic who buys the first gem. So with that BKB and Blink on the Batrider, they want to be able to solidify that map control. Being able to take out all those wards as a Bat is like the dream scenario too. It's quite easy for a Batrider to do that. They also don't want to smoke under vision, which they have done quite a lot. in this series.
Aghanims for Eternal Envy is just 100 or so gold away.
Okay. Yeah, he's got his Midas up in a second.
Well, that will give him. So Aghanims, level 18. Very much ready to go on the side of Fnatic and try and fight TNC.
Bottom, big fight.
It is Universe coming in with the wraparound. Tim's hiding the tree. The Darkness comes out. Universe immediately with the BKB and blink out. He'll get out of that. There's the BKB charge expended, but it is his life kept safe. So they do find TNC down there.
Big scenario there where he needs to survive, right? Because he just got the gem. If they lose that gem, it's a big swing of momentum. Arm out. 1,000 towards the Aghanims.
I'll take your tribute.
Can't afford to be caught out. And it really is all, both mids, both hard carries, very close to one another in this game. The main difference, as you've been saying, between Uni and Sam and the supports.
Yep.
That's where you're getting that 4K lead for Fnatic at the moment, and they are going to look once again for this smoke play. Fnatic.
Yeah, it's daytime. Daytime for 2 minutes. There's no darkness either, but TNC, they don't care.
Who's going to get the catch on who? That's the question. The Familiar's on the front line. Armel's the bait. They'll get the jump in. How can they react here? They react with the Onyx Slash straight away. The Static Storm is down. They've managed to trap Universe here. Universe falling very low in the Static Storm. They got the blade through. That's the gem hitting the decks. It's a 1-for-1 though. They did lose Armel. Arbed looking to try and chase for more. He's trying to close the gap onto the high ground. Jumps on with the Doppelganger straight for Cuckoo. Looking for the squishier kills. Tims tries for the TP out, but DJ with the blink Burrow strike cancel holds Tims in place. Tims will fall. 3-for-2. In that trade. Who ended up walking out with the gem?
It was the Sand King.
It was the Sand King, so Fnatic were able to maintain control of that.
Armel did a very short range blink. He TP'd in and blinked only like 400 or 500 distance away from that one, so Universe was able to get the grab
middle tower has fallen.
right away. And as soon as Tinker dies, that's a lot of the damage that TNC is limited by, and they're going high ground here with that Ags on Visage. Should be able to bring this tower down quite quickly.
Very hard to stop with that Tinker not alive.
Yeah, they're going for the melee. They should be able to get it.
They're going to try and jump forward with Sam. Sam does not have Primal Split. They're moving in onto Arbed. Arbed actually taking a lot of damage. As he tries to TP out, he's not going to make it. He just sits in the middle of the Rex and tries to TP out, and they just kill him. They do get the Rex though.
I don't think he expected to take that much damage. They're trying to catch Envy now too.
No, they got the control. They need Sam to close the gap. And you get the slow jump forward, looking for those body blocks onto Envy. I've got the Blade Furies. DJ jumps forward with the epicenter. They're looking to control Sam H. The Hex comes out. Sam H, can he survive long enough? He can't. Sam H will fall, but the Static Storm traps Envy. TNC, they get both cores out of this. Maybe more, they're trying for DJ. DJ with the Sandstorm Burrow strike out will survive. They get some familiar on Courier action. Oh.
They're so fast because of the talent, the 510 movement speed.
Oh, they're going to get it.
He's got it. He loses the birds, but who cares? And
100 gold from
100 gold.
I'll say that.
Now he's got the Aghanims finished on Tinker.
But I mean, Fnatic, they get the racks, but it cost them both their cores lives.
They're still at 8k advantage, right? But yeah, they did give a bit of experience in full swing.
DJ has been
this is a huge kill if they get that.
It is. They drag him back, and that is the gem.
All right, that's a lot that they just got out of those last few minutes now.
Still that 5k lead, but as we've seen, it's sort of sat around there for a long time. If you look at the net worth, I can imagine that's been sort of hovering around there. It's not really sort of shot up or shot down over what pretty much the last. It
hasn't updated either.
Minutes.
Yeah, it went back down. It's been literally 5k pretty much consistently. Yeah. Now, as we saw, Armel, Aghanims, and he has queued up the Bloodstone next.
Okay.
Just wanting that mana sustain, and if he does get picked, right, he can respawn a bit faster. Versus the Bat Rider, I think he's planning that he might just get killed a lot here, but he's probably going to need to go for BKB. We might even see him switch that item choice.
Big item as well for Sam H. He's saving up the money. You can only imagine that he's thinking about the Radiance. He's got nearly the Relic Gold.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll maybe change his mind and feel that he has to get a BKB.
Yeah, he might need to.
He might sort of be considering that as well.
Fnatic all smoked up. They did just lose their gem, so they want to recover that one. Abed has BKB, so he's not as susceptible to getting, caught in like Static Storm or something like that.
Universe.
The high ground.
Oh, he's going to get caught on the front line. Sam H coming in with the spots. They do have the Omni Slash bouncing around. Armel's still alive for now. He's burning down low to the Firefly. Universe with the BKB trying to chase him down with the Glimmer Cape. Not going to save him. Static Storm's down, but the BKB's already out for Fnatic. Abed fighting fit. Moves towards Cuckoo. Gets the double kill. There's going to be a buyback from Armel. He wants to get back in this fight. TPing in on the Brewlings. They'll get themselves a second kill. TNC, they need more though. It's cost them this buyback. It doesn't look like they'll get it. The rest of Fnatic able to pull out and retreat safely.
Man, Armel just keeps getting grabbed by Universe every single fight. That's a buyback force, but they do get
a buyback.
They do get 2 kills, but not the cores.
No, the rest of Fnatic able to keep themselves safe off the back of that buyback from Armel. Get themselves out of harm's way.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Make the way into the Roche pit.
Here we go. Looking at that Roshan TNC.
They're kind of questioning if they can do this.
It's
like,
it is a little risky. I mean, as you can see, Fnatic will know if TNC go for it. TNC, they want to get a pick. They want to get a pick outside of it.
They're looking for Abed. They know his BKB's on cooldown.
Oh, instant doppelganger. Abed down to the low ground. They know which one's the right one. They get the silence. Can they really close this gap? It doesn't look like it. Sam H does come in with the clout. He is going to get hexed up. He doesn't have Primal Split. Has to be careful here, Sam. Universe on the side with the Firefly ready to jump in. And there we have it. Jumps in with the grab onto Sam H, dragging the Brew back into the shackles. They've got a lot of lockdown. Have they got the saving on the side of TNC? The Glimmer Cape comes out to Sam H, but DJ on the sidelines with the epicenter jumps in onto Tim's. DJ now trapped though in the Static Storm. They jump forward. Raven tried to commit, trying to turn this around, but Abed, he's too powerful. He'll take down Raven. Raven to fall. They've got the Burrow Strike coming through as well onto this Night Stalker as Abed picks up a triple on the side, chasing down Cuckoo.
Gem
TNC
recovered.
lose 4.
Yeah, Gem recovered. As soon as Abed's BKB came back up, which it was pretty close to doing so when they went for that engagement, you saw Armel just blink out. He bailed instantly.
Abed is, going absolutely ham. He was punished at the start, but now that sort of built up hatred inside of him, as any mid would feel if you're getting tri-laned at the start of a game, is starting to show, and he is really pulling off the big plays, going from target to target, getting those kills.
10, 2, and 7, huh? After that unfortunate situation in the mid lane where he's just left alone, but
Oh, what a recovery.
what a recovery.
So Aegis and Cheese back in the hands of Fnatic.
They're looking to go though. They've got wards at the ready. Pi waiting for mid to push in, throws the wards. They've got everything at the ready too. Familiars.
They really don't want to buy back on the Jug.
No, they don't. He's up in 15. Armel.
They have all the, well, they have the Primal Split at least this time. And they're going to put the Darlings, but Universe jumping, didn't quite get the grab. The Primal Split was there in time from Sam H. Now they move forward. Looking to try and control Fnatic. They get the glimpse onto Abed, dragging him back into the kinetic field. The stun, the control, they'll pop the Aegis. Raven's now back up. Let's see what they can do for round 2. Abed, doppelganger, starts to back away. They managed to get the tier 3 tower. They're not going to get the Rex now, Fnatic. TNC will hold on to those.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah, he has to hold the BKB just in case there. So he does. He has cheese now though, and they're going to go clean up some shrines.
They did lose the range racks though, mid. As the creeps came through, we're able to take those. Envy now, BKB complete. So he himself, very hard to sort of take down in these sort of situations. Abed straight down bottom, ready to force out the creeps. As that Skadi getting closer and closer for this PL that's already proving to be very hard for TNC to deal with.
Yeah, Envy has that full BKB, and as you were mentioning earlier, Sam H, it is the Radiance. About 250 more gold for that one, so he will actually be able to contribute a lot more in the fights. His damage is going to skyrocket once he gets that, with the Brew Split. And he's level 18 too.
Yeah, the Radiance Brew, as we've seen a lot of times, can just, it really adds up in the fight because of the duration of that Primal Split.
I really do feel like Armel has to go for BKB on this Tinker. Right now he doesn't have buyback, so he wants to save, but
you're not a fan of the Bloodstone.
I mean, the Bloodstone can work, right? But like, what's killing him? It's the Bat Rider getting the lassos off on him, and him dying to like just a lot of magic damage. If his team is around him, they can clear a lot of that physical, the illusions and stuff from the PL.
The Familiars.
We'll see what he does though, because he wants to be greedy, which is fine.
So these racks, Static Storm is there. On the side though, they managed to find the trap. They've got Sam H. Can he get anything off in time? The Glimmer kept keeping alive. It's not enough.
He just bought the Radiance, no buyback.
70 seconds without that Brewmaster. If they looked at him and saw that Radiance, they'll know that he hasn't got buyback. They'll know it's very likely that he hasn't at the least. There is Static Storm and Omni Slash, but the wars are back up. Pilar Die drops them down. Let's see how they can hold this. Lincoln Sphere is picked up on Raven, so I feel a little safer going in on the front lines, but this melee Rax is suffering. The range Rax have fallen.
The laser.
Armel, he's trying to slow it down indeed with the laser spammer. For now, it's working. Rockets as well.
Because it hits the Familiars too, applying that laser miss.
But they can't get close enough to stop this. They are just going to have to let this second full set of racks go. As Fnatic.
And there's a heart on the PL as well. 15k gold advantage.
It's all adding up here for Fnatic. As we've said, this lineup has struggled in the last few series where they've matched up against TNC, but here in Game 3, they're looking like they may be on the verge of doing it.
Yeah.
And getting that victory against a lineup that has beat them multiple times before.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
Cuckoo has to be very careful here.
Yeah. DJ's got the BKB finished on Sanking too.
They'll see him underneath this board.
And those birds are very fast.
They're very speedy. He's got the Glimmer Cape. And it looks like he's in trouble. They'll get the glimpse onto Universe. Will break the lasso, but still,
Centaur Stomp.
this control is more than there from Fnatic. And that is Disruptor down for 55. Cuckoo does not have buyback.
And that's quite a lot of kills in a row, and shrines and buildings all for Fnatic. TNC unable to punch back in the last few, what, 4 or 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, this net worth getting vastly out of control for TNC.
Oh man.
They need sort of that next big item on the jug.
He's got a Lincoln's, but...
I mean, Raven he's still farming a tree, considering the overall difference. The fact that he is still very close to the net worth of Arpet just goes to show how well he's farming. With that Blink, with that Battle Fury, he's been doing a great job of pushing out the side lanes.
Okay, Armel has switched into more of a defensive item, the Shiva's Guard. So that's easier way to make the PL more findable and get that vision and all that. Makes him a little more defensive too. That armor can help quite a lot if he doesn't get bursted initially.
Envy's starting to build the goal back up again.
He is.
So what's sort of the next time for the Visage of this game?
It's usually something like an AC or something along those lines, right? He's almost level 25 too, so he's gonna have, if he wants, that 4th familiar, which I'd assume would be it.
Yeah, I'll bet in these fights, you said with the heart, it's going to be so hard to deal with.
Yeah, he's
especially still holding that cheese.
Tanky.
Cuckoo is coming over for the wall, but they've got eyes on him straight away with the Hex. That's going to be Cuckoo down. Tim's coming in, but he's going to want to get himself straight back out of there. Jump forward from Universe. He's looking for the grab, and he's got it. Hold the Night Dogger down, they'll jump forward.
The grab.
The Primal Split, but indeed the grab. The Shackles, they're holding down the Brew. He can't get off the Primal Split. Pylon down with the control. Raven's jumping in with the Omni Slash, trying to find kills in return. Armel being sent up into the air. They'll bring the Familiars across. They got the Hex from Pi down onto another double kill.
He just spent his gold.
G is called. Nobody on for TNC with buybacks available, and Fnatic will win the series 2-1.
Man, Universe was
back
on fire this game. Abed recovered in a great manner, but all of this was because of the Universe's plays.